I don't know if you've heard, but there's another bar that has been raided on Red Street here. As I sit here and enjoy my French toast this morning, this fine Monday morning. That's right, last night while at Pool League, we got the notification from everybody. Our phones lit up that there was a raid happening on Red Street at one of the local go-go bars down the strip here. So let's go see which one I'm talking about. Let's check this out. I'll tell you what's happening and tell you what I found out. Guys, I want you to know that there is an event coming up this weekend. Philippines Independence Day breakfast run, Mustang get together. So as you all know, this club was raided a while back. Club Stars. Still not sure if it's open in the nighttime during the day. They do open it now?
No, we have to go million.
Yeah, they need 1 million pesos to, okay. So according to Adrian here and other viewers' comments, they have not seen this open since the raid. God, it's got to be a month ago now. If you know how the system works here, usually you need to take care of the issues that are cited on the citation, like pest control, no certificates, hygiene, all this other stuff. So this is one of the places that is still closed. I don't know if you guys remember the story of the Dragon Bar here, but this bar was raided months and months ago. They were shut down. There was several infractions. There wasn't minors like a lot of these are, but there was hygiene certificates. There was IDs that weren't transferred over. There was pest control like always. And I believe another infraction. That basically shut down this Dragon Bar, the blue one. There's also a white Dragon Bar that's still open, but the blue one had never been the same after they had been raided. There's a couple of ways that you can take care of the infractions that pile up. You can either pay the fines and reopen quickly, kind of an under the table payment, or you can take care of the pest control, you can take care of the other infractions, get all the IDs and everything lined up. But that usually takes a week or two or a month in the case of the Dragon Bar here. And if you're closed for a month, you're obviously going to lose all your employees. All the girls went somewhere else because they need to make money. This is the club we're talking about here. I have a couple pictures here I'll show you of the happenings that were going on. They didn't just take the staff, the workers, they took the customers.
You got everyone just running around. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? That just means Walker Street's becoming more and more shit. More shit being. Here I can get the patio wagon ready. Not even worth being there no more.
They took the managers, they took anybody and everybody that was in the place and hauled them away. And now this was a NBI raid. That means they had long rifles. They shut the place down, they overwhelmed it, they lit it up, and they hauled everybody out. So this is the bar, the latest and the greatest of the raids. Heard that they found 10 minors working in here, and they also found some drugs. So it doesn't look good for the owners of the Sensations. We'll see how quickly this reopens and what happens here. But that is the latest, craziest news here on Red Street. Usually when they raid one bar here on Red Street, they raid a couple. Haven't heard of another bar that they raided last night. Sensations was the one we know about right now. Of course, I had to check with my Chismis man, my Jeff the Barber. I'm trying to get him on the Chismis train. He did say that yes, he had also heard that there was a raid that happened at Sensations. But that's all he knew. We'll keep track and see how long it takes for them to open. They may pay and be open in a week. They may pay and be open earlier than that. They may not pay and it may be shut down for a while and they're gonna lose their girls. But I believe Sensations is a Korean owned, and I think they all work together. So if the girls end up moving on, once they're able to open again, I'm sure they all share the girls that they have working in their businesses, and it'll be back up and running before we know it. Another thing people have been noticing around town is again the miners. Just like the bar got raided and they found 10 miners, there's been a sucker set up around town as well again lately. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
Ano to, te?
Look at this spiny
Ano
one.
to, te? Tilapia?
Oh.
Hindi ko po alam kung anong isda yan. Sinahog.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, but what I was trying to say, hello, is that there's young girls that are traveling around with older women. And it's not like it's their caretakers. It may be a relative. It may just be somebody that's trying to employ these young minor women. But it's more of a sucker setup, I believe. They're going around and they're targeting drunk men. And what I think is happening is you're hooking up with these young women, and as soon as you're done doing what you do or whatever, they blackmail you, or they hold the video or something against you, letting you know that the girl is a minor, and if you don't pay additional money, that they're going to turn you in, or you're going to be pressured from other Filipinos around the area. And I'm not the only one who has noticed these teams of young minors with older women. There's other people who have also noticed this around town. You need money? Chris, my subscriber and friend, you had brought up about this little park right here just off of Red Street. Why don't they open this up now and then to the public? Let people come in here and enjoy the shade and the park-like atmosphere. Well, I've been trying to find somebody to talk to and ask them about this. There are some repairs or something going on here. Looks like they're putting in some kind of new piping just inside the fence line here. You can see over here that they've dug it out. It's a trench. I can't really show you. I'll try to get a little better view. But one of the locals here was watching me or hearing me talk about this and inform me as to something that happened here. Back in the day, there was a storm, and one of these big trees here dropped a branch, and unfortunately the older lady got hit in the head and died. So that was one of the reasons that they decided to not let people squat or to sleep here, is because it's so heavily treed that it's a danger hazard during the typhoon seasons or the heavy storms that we get here in the Philippines. Yeah, you can see the pipe down there. So they're doing something with this pipe along the fence line. See the machinery here. Another reason the gentleman was telling me is that about 10 years ago or longer, there used to be a whole bunch of little shacks here, little bars. People were drinking and hanging out along this busy street. People were getting out of control. There were a lot of fights and stabbings. It was not safe at all for customers or for anybody that wanted to frequent these little squatter bars, these little bars that were set up along this fence line here. That's another reason they had closed this down to everybody. They were taking advantage. The little pop-up bars and food places and hangouts along this fence line were similar to this, I believe. They weren't true establishments. They were just boarded up little shacks with benches and tables and available beers and drinks and craziness. But you can see through the fence here, they have walking paths and they have areas inside this park. Right now it's under construction, but this is a nice park. I don't see anybody security wise, but I do see workers in there. This park is surrounded by Manuel A. Rojas, the road there. The big suicide circle over there. This is MacArthur it hooks up with. Red Street's just a block down over here. Look at the pigs. I was just asking the locksmiths here. They've been here for a while. They've never seen anybody in there either. So it's been a long time since this park has been open to people. It's too bad. There's limited green space here. Ooh, it's getting rainy. I gotta get out of here. So if anybody knows anything different about this park area here, directly across from the New Hammer and Phillies, just inside this fence line, add in comments what you know and why this is not accessible for Filipinos, foreigners, or anybody to enjoy. Let me know what you know. It seems like a waste of space right here in the heart of craziness, crazy town. I want you to know that there is an event coming up this weekend. Philippines Independence Day breakfast run, Mustang get together, Candy and Classic Speed are pulling this together here in front of Candy Palace. There will be multiple Mustangs out here. Angie Mead and her Classic Speed shop and Candy Palace. Hello, thank you, sir. We'll be lining this street with multiple cars. It's gonna be a fun event. Barangay is gonna shut this street down. We'll definitely be here to show you the cars. Plan this for this weekend, June 8th, you guys. Come and see what's going on here. Hello!
Thank you very much.